What's up, guys? Premy in the house, showcasing for you guys today Team Rush gameplay in Sonic Runners. So I thought, since it's like the 1 year anniversary since Sonic Runners came out, or at least the soft launch, I thought I might just do some team-based gameplay. So we got Sonic and Blaze, and then as a bonus, we're going to be showcasing Tails and Cream using the Frozen Factory stage. And yeah, there's a Frozen Factory event right now. As you can see over here, we've got a special stage event. So we've got Frozen Factory, and it's a pointless event. There's no story, and there's currency, but it just gets you points. It doesn't let you unlock like power-ups and stuff. So yeah, so we're going to use that to showcase Tails and Cream. But first, we're going to be showcasing Sonic in Windy Hill, and then we'll showcase Blaze in Lava Mountain. So yeah, we've got our lineup right now, Sonic and Blaze, and we're just going to use Sonic. We've got Shara and Eraser Jin because I couldn't really think of any companions that suited Team Rush, so I just picked standard companions that I would use. And yeah, man, let's hit the play button. Let's select, no, I don't need some character, do I? Yeah, so we're just going to pick Score Boost, Le Magnet, Le Wisp, and Le Asteroid, and let's get into this, man. Alright, so we are starting off Team Rush's Sonic gameplay right now in Windy Hill. Hey, did I say Windy Hill? I mean Leaf Storm, man, as you can tell by that nice music right now. Like, the Sonic Rush music is just so amazing. Sonic Rush is probably my favorite handheld Sonic game, and I don't know which other handheld games would rival Sonic Rush for me, like, in terms of Sonic games. Maybe the Rivals series, maybe Rivals 2, but yeah. I just love Sonic Rush, man. The stages are fun and fast. It's kind of like, you know, Sonic Unleashed feels like they just looked at Sonic Rush and said, how do we turn this into a console game? And then they made Unleashed. But in my opinion, I still feel like it fits better in the Rush, you know, area than the Rush kind of gameplay. It felt better in that game because, I don't know, maybe because it was 2D, I don't know. I mean, I like 3D Sonic, but I feel like the Rush formula just works better in 2D. But, you know, that's just my opinion, but let me know what you think. I always feel like when it comes to the 3D Sonic games, there should be more, you know, exploration. Still linear, and still fast, but not really boost fast. That's what I feel like. Kind of like the adventure type, 06 type gameplay, you know, Heroes type, you know. But when it comes to the 2D games, like the handhelds, it's just some simple fun, you know. Then they could do stuff like, you know, Sonic Rush, where you're boosting all over the place. And a lot of people probably think that, you know, Sonic Rush was the first boost game, or Sonic Unleashed was the first boost game, but technically Sonic Heroes actually had a boost in the special stages, so maybe Sonic Heroes is actually the first boost game. But yeah, but man, I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up right now because I have not played Sonic Runners in ages. I mean, literally I don't play this game anymore, actually. Well, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, Premy, you're lying, man. I just saw your ranking. It said S3 Star League. Well, I actually figured something out. If you get a terrible score, you will get relegated to the previous league, so say S2 Star League. But if you don't play at all, you will stay in the last league you were in. So what's actually happened, right, is I've stayed in the S3 Star League because I haven't played at all. What the hell? So as you can tell, I haven't played this in a while because I just messed up with 3 million points. Yeah, I really don't play this anymore. But as I was saying, yeah, if you don't play at all, instead of relegating you, you stay in the exact same league. So it's kind of weird. Are you serious? What? Yeah, I haven't played it. You stay in the exact same league. The only difference is you don't get rewards. So if you get rewards usually for staying in the S2 Star League, if you haven't played at all, but then you know you don't get relegated because you haven't played at all, they just give you no rewards, so you don't get any rings or any red rings or whatever they would usually give you. So that's the only difference. So I've stayed in the S2 Star League by not playing. Same with the time mode, whichever league I was in. I think C something, I don't know. So that's why I'm still in the S2 Star League, but I really do not play this game anymore. To be honest, I mean, it's always been a fun game, like it's fun, but I've just grown to resent it, you know. I've honestly grown to resent it. And here's some advice for you guys. If you have never spent money on Sonic Runners, I encourage you to never spend money. Like, keep it that way. The reason is because I spent so much money on the game, I now dislike the game just because of that. It's made me like grow to slowly resent the game for how much it's ripped from me. Like, I've probably spent more on this game than I have on any other Sonic game combined, honestly, just because of some dumb characters. And it wasn't just because I needed the characters or anything. I usually don't spend money on mobile games. I think it's mainly because my YouTube channel was just starting to take off and the characters were really helping, and if I didn't get them, I wasn't going to get that growth that I really wanted. So that's why I spent so much money on it, because I was enjoying the growth, you know. Like, before the characters started coming out, I had like 100 subs or something, and then by the time I stopped showcasing characters, I had over 1,000. So that's probably why I went the extra mile, to be honest. And if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have spent money on characters like that. Maybe for Shadow, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, I've grown to resent the game simply because I spent so much money on it. Every time I look at the game or open it, all I can think about is the dumb decisions I made when I decided to spend money on red rings. And that kind of ruins the amazing gameplay for me, honestly, and that's why I can't play this game as much as I usually do. So that's the situation it's at now. And for all of you guys complaining, like, some people have been swearing at me like, when's the next runners video? I'm like, yo, don't forget something, right? I've got almost 100 runners videos on this channel. I've got over 90 Sonic runners videos. I guarantee you none of you have watched all of them. So instead of complaining that I haven't uploaded any runners, remember that I still have runners on my channel. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I've got more Sonic runners on my channel than any other YouTuber. Honestly, I've done the most Sonic runners on the internet, probably. I'm not talking about, okay, not on the internet, that's a bit too far, but on YouTube, I've uploaded the most Sonic runners videos. And, you know, if you haven't even watched like 20 of them and you're complaining that I don't upload runners anymore, well, there's so much runners for you to watch. And frankly, it's just one game. I'm a channel that does mainly Sonic and Mario, but runners is just one Sonic game. I can't keep playing that game forever. It's not like Lost World or Generations where it's like new mods are coming out that I need to cover and all that. It's the exact same game. Sure, if there's an event, I'll cover it, like the Frozen Factory event, I'm going to cover that. The last event, I covered that. But even the events, they don't even put the same amount of effort in as they used to. They just basically just put them on timed mode, which is just jank. So it's like, there's not much to cover. I mean, Sonic's gameplay is Windy Hill, Tails is Sky Road, Knuckles is Lava Mountain, we got a Desert Ruins event, we got a Tropical Coast event, we got Frozen Factory Zone 2, and now we've got Frozen Factory Zone 1. All that's left is Hidden World and Silent Forest. They're probably not going to give us Hidden World, so we'll probably get a Silent Forest event and that'll be it. And there'll be no more actual stage events, just things on the roulette wheel. So there's not much to cover in this game. And as for the characters, I'm never spending money on a character ever again. If you see me showcase a new character on my channel, maybe it's because I didn't pay for it with actual money and I somehow got lucky and got it. But apart from that, I'm not paying for characters anymore. So don't be surprised if you don't see much runners on my channel. You know, I'm not saying I'll never do runners again, but don't be surprised. Like, don't expect runners, basically, is what I'm saying. That's all. You know, I may do some team videos because, I mean, the team videos are always cool. They don't cost me any money. I've already got those characters. I might as well keep using them to make team videos, but don't expect them to happen like super frequently or anything. That's all I'm trying to say, basically. Alright, I think I've been showcasing enough Sonic gameplay, so I'm going to die here. Alright, so buddy bonus, player bonus. Alright, so we've got 17.4 mil. Not too bad. Alright, I've already maxed out Sonic, so. Alright, so now that we've finished that, we're about to get into Blaze gameplay right now. So we're going to switch these characters. Wait, should I read the description? Yeah, let's read the descriptions. I'm sure you've probably seen them all before. But anyway, the fastest hedgehog in the world. Sonic is a free spirit with a strong sense of right and wrong. He will always rush to the aid of those in need. Distance bonus 50%. So, and where's Blaze? There we go. And Blaze was once the guardian of the Soul Emeralds. These duties made her rather shy, but then she met Sonic. Blaze travels freely between her dimension and Sonic's. Annual bonus 50%. So she's a Power Rose type character. So we're gonna switch the characters around because we're gonna be showcasing Blaze right now. So let's get into this, man. Bam, score boost, and pretty much the same things I used last time. Let's go, man. Alright, Blaze controls. Blaze is a Power Rose type character. She can perform a dash attack after jumping and boost the number of animals rescued by 50%. Don't know why it's showing that because I've already used her before. That's only supposed to show the first time that you play a character. But either way, we've got Blaze right now in Lava Mountain. Wait, sorry, not Lava Mountain. Night Carnival right now. Yeah, it's a stretch, but that was the closest I could think of. So we're using Night Carnival. But yeah, this is Blaze gameplay right now, and it's pretty cool to be doing this Team Rush video anyway because, you know, as I've said before, I love this game. Well, Sonic Rush, not Sonic Runners. But yeah, man, we got the Cha music playing right now. I love this song so much, honestly. Even though it's the Blaze remix, I still love it because, to be honest, the Blazy remixes just were not as good as the Sonic versions. Now, I mean, some of you will probably disagree. There was only one Blaze remix that was better than the Sonic version, and that was Huge Crisis. And what was the name of the song? JJ Rocket. Yeah, that was the only Blaze remix that was better than Sonic's, and that's because of the bass. Some people might say What You Need is Blaze's version was better than Sonic's. I'd say they're both pretty similar, almost neck and neck for me, but I still think Sonic's was a bit better. But as for you know, JJ Rocket, that's definitely, you know, the only one where I think Blaze is definitively better than Sonic's. Apart from that, Leaf Storm, you know, Sonic had the better version. Water Palace, Sonic had the better, all of them pretty much, Sonic had the better song. But yeah, let me know which character you prefer using in, well, Sonic Rush. Do you prefer Blaze or Sonic? It's pretty tough for me because obviously Sonic is faster and I love that, but when you play as Blaze, her moves, like, you know, when she goes to the right or when she goes up, you know the trick thing that you can do where you kind of get like a huge up boost, like extra, like, what's it called, vertical thingy, vertical height or whatever. That move is just so crazy. Like, Blaze's versions are just better than Sonic's for that, so it allows you to get to like higher routes easier and all sorts of things. So it's really nice controlling Blaze. But obviously Sonic being faster and having the homing attack, you know, I like what they did in Sonic Rush because it's like every character had their strengths and weaknesses, and I never felt like I was at a huge disadvantage for using one character over the other. They both felt like they had their pros and cons. Obviously in Time Attack you're going to be using Sonic. There's only one like stage where I was able to actually beat my Sonic times, you know, with Blaze, and that was I think it was Water Palace Act 2. And apart from that, yeah, you gotta use like Sonic for Time Attack. Wow, already messing up. Man, I'm just playing so terribly right now. But yeah, obviously if you're doing Time Attack you're gonna use Sonic. I'm talking like Sonic Rush Time Attack, not Runners. And when you're playing the stages, well, you can play Blaze as well. Oh yeah, fun fact, for years I was not able to complete the final boss in Sonic Rush, not the Super Sonic boss, but just the main final boss using Blaze, because I did not know that you could hold down when you were on the arms to, you know, to stay on the arm. So when I used Sonic's mode, I just used to do it in one go. I never held down because I didn't know, for some reason I didn't notice. So I did it on Sonic's and it was really hard, but then on Blaze's one, because she's slower, I was never able to complete a boss until one day I was replaying Sonic's version, realized they could actually hold down for once. And once I finally realized that, all of a sudden I went and completed Blaze's boss, and then I realized it was a Super Sonic boss, and then I had to complete that. That was a bit annoying as well because of the time limit. Oh god. But yeah, I definitely still love this game, and I actually bought Rush Adventure recently, and I need to complete that because it's been a while since I played that, and I never really completed it because I don't know what happened, but I had it and I didn't complete it, so I need to complete that. But yeah, but man, I'm still trying to get used to these runners controls, man. I didn't do any practice before recording this. I just thought, you know what, it's like the 1 year anniversary of the soft launch release, let's do a video. Plus there's an event, you know, so might as well cover that. But oh yeah, I heard that Sonic Runners is considered a failure by Sega, you know. I mean, that's what they get for making the game so money grabbing, but to be honest, the money grabbing is not the reason why the game failed, because there's other money grabbing games that are not failing. I'll tell you the reason why the game failed, and this doesn't really apply to me because it doesn't really bother me, but it's because the game wasn't easy to start up. Like, you know, initial, like from when you download the app to actually playing the game, there were so many loading times with the DRM, the online DRM, as well as the immense amount of tutorials, like seriously. Now for me, who's a Sonic fan, I'm gonna play the game regardless, like when it came out, so I'm gonna go through all the loading times and the tutorials to try out this game. But it was a lot of stuff to learn about this game. To this day, some people don't even know what limit smashing is. It was a bit complicated for a mobile game, you know. But so if they're trying to get that mobile market, like the way Sonic Dash had over 1 million users, then it's not going to work in this game, because they're targeting it to people that are used to playing, you know, proper full-blown console games, who like know how to play games, and a few tutorials at the beginning isn't like a big deal. So I think because of that, making it a bit hard to, it makes it a bit hard to get into, and that's why the game kind of bombed. Because I mean, compare it to Sonic Dash, the first one or the second one. When you open Sonic Dash 2, wow. When you open Sonic Dash 2, literally all you have to do is you just open the app, and then it loads for like 3 seconds, and then you can press play, and then you're in game. It's that simple. But with runners, there's more load times, tutorials, all sorts of things. Like, it's just a more complicated game than Sonic Dash, and that's why Sonic Dash did better. Of course, there's the added bonus of, you know, it being less money grabbing. Like, if you go on Sonic Dash 2 right now, they brought back the Shadow event, but now this time you only need 3,000 mines instead of 12,500. So you could probably even go and get Shadow without paying for it. So yeah, I would say Sonic Dash is the best game, the best Sonic mobile game overall, or Sonic Dash 2 to be precise. But that being said, Sonic Runners gameplay was the most fun for me. But overall, as a full experience, I would say Sonic Dash 2 is the definitive game, you know. And no, it being Boom is not an excuse to say it's bad, because they're just designs, honestly. You know, so you got some people saying that they want Fire and Ice to fail because it's Boom. Like, just because the designs are different, you shouldn't wish death upon the company that's making the game. Like, why would you want a Sonic game to fail? Like, just because you might think it may fail doesn't mean you should want it to. And I don't really think Fire and Ice will fail. I don't think it's gonna be amazing or anything in terms of, you know, sales, but I don't think it will fail. I think the game will be fairly decent, but nothing amazing. But we'll see how it goes anyway. But yeah, how long have I been playing Blaze for? Let me just use my last Bispin, you know. But yeah, I don't know, when it comes to Sonic Rush, I love playing as both characters, but I think I would have to say I prefer Sonic just a little bit more. You know, it sounds like the cliche answer, but he's just faster, man. And, you know, gotta go fast, man. I love Sonic Rush. The stages are just built for speed. Like, built for speed. Like, seriously, man. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to end this run soon, because this is just getting too long right now. So, let us end it now. So, we got a buddy bonus. We got the player bonus, and we end up with about 18 million points. Alright. Got Blaze some semi-level up love. Okay, so it looks like we got 2,500 rings for completing our daily challenge, which I don't know what it was, but we did it. So now we're going to show off the Frozen Factory special stage event using Tails and Cream. Look how cute they look together. And they're like appropriate, because like Cream is 6 and Tails is 8. Anyway, let's read the descriptions of them. Alright, so Tails, real name Miles Prower, is one of Sonic's best pals. He's a super friendly fox cub with 2 fluffy tails that he can spin at high speed to fly through the air. Distance bonus 50%. And let's go to Cream, who is a Team Easy character, so the points just gonna be nerfed. Cream is always accompanied by her chow friend Cheese. She is curious but also polite, possibly because her mother was so strict. She can use her big ears to fly. Game speed 90% and total score bonus minus 20%, so amazing, right? Alright, so we're about to get into the special stage. Now if it says you can use any type of characters in speed, fly or power, it really means use fly, because the rest are just not going to work well on the stage. Some people might say they can, you know, play as speed or power, but the best is to use fly, because the stages are built to work the best with fly characters. So we're gonna equip our sub character and take the items that we took last time. And yeah, man, let's get into this. Alright, so we're in the special stage for the first time because I haven't played the special stage. And yeah, man, it's kind of like the Christmas one. The Christmas one kind of felt like Frozen Factory Zone 2, the snowball stage, because it was obviously set in the night. And this just feels like Frozen Factory Zone 1, pretty much a recolored Windy Hill or whatever. So I guess it looks cool, but as I said before, the events aren't really as well thought out as they used to be, so, you know, why should I care? But either way, as you can tell in the background, we got some Sonic Rush music. We got the music from the hub worlds of Sonic Rush, basically. And I literally could not find this song on YouTube. Maybe because I didn't know the exact name of the song. I tried Sonic Rush hub world music and nothing was coming up. Maybe I didn't know the exact name of the song and that's why I couldn't find it, but nevertheless, I had to literally use I have a special capture device for capturing audio, and I had to use that device basically to capture the hub world music straight from my DSi XL. So I had to run it. I had to leave my DSi XL on the hub board for like half an hour or something, and literally just, you know, run it. So obviously I picked Tails and Cream because if you played Sonic Rush, you'd know that they show up on the second screen in the hub world. So during the bosses, it's kind of like moral support. That's kind of a cool way to use the second screen, you know. But obviously during the stages you don't have them because you use both screens in the stage, which I think was kind of cool. I think Sonic Rush did a good job of using both screens. It didn't feel like the second screen was, you know, completely unneeded like in some games, but yeah. But I really love this hub world music. That's why I wanted to make sure I use that in this video. So that's why I went out of my way to record that music and use it here. And I think it actually really fits, like, with what's it called? I think it really fits with this event stage, you know. I don't really care about the actual event stage music because I think it's the same song from what's it called, from December's event. Alright, so we're gonna do some reviving. Alright, we're back, and yeah, so that's why I picked this song, and I think it really fits. Let me know what you think, but I think it's a good fit. Now let's change to Cream. Okay, Cream controls. Cream is a fly, easy type character. She can float after jumping, and she runs nice and slowly, but her total score is reduced as a result. Another lame thing, make us purchase characters that run slowly. Is it me or Cream looks significantly smaller? As in, significantly, like seriously. Like, I've played Cream before, but for some reason now she looks like they shrunk her. And maybe it makes sense that she's smaller than the other characters, but I don't think she was this small before. Unless it's just me, maybe my mind is playing games with me, because I mean, I only used Cream the one time that I showcased Cream, so maybe I just don't remember. I'm gonna have to compare this to that video now. But yeah, it's kind of cool to be using Tails and Cream. Obviously they weren't playable in Sonic Rush, but I thought, why not? Because it would give me an excuse to show off the event stage. Because, you know, there was no point showing off the event stage of Sonic and Blaze, because then the video would be too short. So here we are showcasing it with Cream, and we're about to run out of time anyway, so I think I might do one revive for the sake of, it's not like I need the red rings for anything, so let's do one more revive. But yeah, let me know if you like the whole concept of Tails and Cream, like the way they were in Sonic Rush, kind of cheering you on, you know, helping you out. Like in the boss battles, they'll just, you know, when you hit Eggman, then they'll just kind of cheer for you, and then if you don't, then they'll be like, oh no, whatever. So I kind of found that cool, you know, because I like dialogue in Sonic games, like in Sonic Heroes 06, when they talk in stages. I've always thought of it as pretty cool, and I don't know why people hate that. You know, I find it more realistic. Like in Sonic Heroes, when the characters talk to themselves, it's like, yeah, like we can see what's on their mind, like, you know, even if it's something as simple as, whoa, my head's spinning, you know, at least you know that, you know, Tails is a doofus and he would say something like that. It gives you insight into the characters. And when they're saying nothing, it's just kind of like, you know, there's no personality being shown. You know, I like playing, you know, 06 and then Sonic is going, gotta be careful not to fall off here. Like, it's cool, you know, and they took that away, you know. I don't know, I just kind of personally like that, but maybe they'll bring that back. Fingers crossed for the anniversary game. I'm hoping for a Sonic Heroes Generations, but they'll never make that game. But imagine a game where it was like a sequel to Generations, but it was team based, So like stages like Crisis City will be recreated where you have to use speed, fly, and power characters. You know, it'd be kind of cool, but either way. So as you can see, our score has been nerfed by 20%, so we've got 9.2 mil now. So thanks a lot, Sega. And it looks like Cream got some level up love. Got some double level up love. And Tails got some minuscule level up love. Are you serious? I'm #1 in the rankings. Like, is no one playing this game anymore? I guess I'm not the only one. Let's check the rankings actually. According to the wow, like I ain't even have to try. Then again, everyone's been playing and they probably moved up to the S 3-star league. So all the non-good players are here now. So I never actually got to move up to the top because I stopped playing. And there's a battle going on right now, and I'm clearly winning. But if I was losing, I could always find another opponent. For some reason, they still haven't fixed that spelling error. Like, wow, Sega. Anyway, man, that brings us to the end of this video. We showcased Team Rush with Sonic and Blaze, as well as the Frozen Factory event with Tails and Cream as supporting characters. So make sure to like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you thought about the video, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Sonic games, Mario games, Nintendo games, you know the drill, man. But yeah, man, it's a wrap right now, so thanks you guys for watching. It's been real. The Remy out.